¿Qué pasa? Welcome back to another Pokemon Masters EX video on my channel. So today we're gonna take a look at the new Florian and Miraidon sync pair, Master Pair sync pair. Right, so this is the newest, one of the newest units this month, which has been released, and pretty much the strongest electric type damage dealer in the entire game right now. Like, the damage output this unit can produce is literally broken. We're gonna take a look at the character itself, the sync pair itself, all the movesets, skills, and then at the end we'll drop in a little gameplay. So let's get started. Right, first things first, let's take a look at the moveset from Miraidon. So we're having here, first up, the Electro Drift. Now, the Electro Drift is the general standard attack. This one also has an attack increase by 30% when it's when the attack is super effective, right? So it will do standard 30% more damage when it's actually super effective, which is pretty much busted, right? Then the good thing is Miraidon has the ability to drop electric terrain, so you don't really need a second unit to inflict electric terrain, which is awesome because this one will turn the fields of play terrain into electric terrain, which is nice. The main attack here, which can be used one time only, is the V Electro Drift, right? This one here is an activation condition. Basically, when the field turns electric, it gets activated. Now, the good thing is, Miraidon will turn the field electric anyways, so that's great. Deactivation conditions, obviously, when the field of play terrain is no longer effective. So you can actually utilize this attack a couple of times if the field was electric. And it also never misses, by the way. That's another great thing to it. And then we have the Treasure Hunt time. This is like a supporting type of attack, which raises the user's special attack by 6 stat ranks, which is... Oh, whenever I see like raises by 6 stat ranks, I'm like, yo, this character is probably a must-pull unit if you're not having strong electric type characters already. Pokemon already, then this one is definitely one of those characters you want to have. It also raises a critical hit rate by 3 stats, and in addition raises the user's speed stat by 6, which is even on top of that, even more broken, right? So let's take a look at the skill set, right? Since this is a Master Fair unit, we will have a 4th skill, which is called Paldea Spirit. This one here powers up the special attack moves of all allied sync pairs by 20%. It also gives damage reduction by 25%. If you're running a full Paldea themed team, right, you're gonna get up to a maximum of 50% max power up and 31% damage reduction, which is nice. So definitely running a full Paldea team would be worth it, since you're gonna get a good amounts of buff from that, right? Then we're having here the Ravenous Engine, right? So the Ravenous Engine, right, let me quickly drop in the one skill which I would definitely have. Where is it? Super duper effective, right? That's the one. This one here is also the one I am running, right? So keep that in mind. This one here will actually power up moves that are super effective even further, right? So Ravenous Engine will actually increase the user's special attack by 30% when it's electric terrain up, right? And it also turns the fields of play into electric the first time a user enters the battle. So essentially, you're always going to have electric terrain pretty much up, right? Also, it extends the duration of electric terrain, which is nice, while the user's on the field. So that's going to be a good buffing for the damage output. Also, the Unstoppable Curiosity reduces the sync move countdown by 3 the first time it uses electric terrain each battle, and it restores 1 MP of the user's body move the first time it uses electric terrain each battle, right? So that's just on top of that. And then we have the Fuel Economy, which decreases the amount of move gauge slots the user's Pokemon needs to use moves by 2, which essentially is already inactive. Right. So let's carry on. Now, if we're going to take a look at the sync grid, I have this character at 2 of 5, right? So at 2 of 5, there is a couple of options how you're able to actually play the character of the Pokemon itself, right? So one thing that might be useful is haste, actually, so that the speed cannot be lowered. This one is actually coming in very handy. I would also recommend shock recovery, since this one will help your Miraidon to actually stay up longer, since it can heal itself because restores the user's HP over whenever its Pokemon takes an action when the terrain is electric terrain. So that is going to come in handy for longevity and survivability, right? Then there is also Dauntless. So Haste and Dauntless is one pair you could sort of pair up, or you're going to pair up Shock Recovery with Haste. It depends, right? It really depends how you want to, which one you want to prefer first, right? You can also go with Grounding Wire, which will basically prevent flinching and stuff like that. But yeah, this one doesn't really seem too necessary at 2 of 5. Turbocharge is actually one of those things I recommend. So I personally am going with Turbocharge and Shock Recovery, since this one will make your move gauge even faster, which is just great. So these two are actually the ones I'm going with. And as for the rest, right, it depends what you want to focus on, right? So as for me, in my case, I went with everything which boosts the damage output of Electric Drift, since this will be your main go-to attack, right? Obviously, you could go with the Electric Terrain and this one here, which also has a chance of 100% increasing the special moves effect of all allied sync pairs by 1 rank, right? That is also not bad. I mean, could be done, right? And then you have this one as well, which also could work. But yeah, I don't know. I would definitely suggest going with all of these. Definitely grab all these stat upgrade tiles on the floor, and then grab all of these, which are buffing your main damage source. And that way you should be covered for pretty much any content where you're going to use Miraidon. Right, so the team I am using currently is going to be this one here: Miraidon, Yamper, and Rotom, right? So the tactics which we are employing here is that Rotom is actually taking the spot 1. Sonia and Yamper are actually taking slot 2, and Miraidon at slot 3, right? So if we're going to quickly take a look at Yamper, Yamper is actually the only best option I have, but he doesn't really do much for the team. It's just the best option I have in my case available, right? Obviously, if you have something better in terms of electric support, then obviously going with that would be a better choice, right? So yeah, keep that in mind when actually trying out the same team. I suggest something different. The only good thing here is about Yamper, he has Potion, which is going to be very helpful. And Rough Buff is not very much of a help, but it buffs the defense of all allied sync pairs. So that is going to be useful. The attack buff is more or less useless in this case, right? You're never really going to use Tackle. I mean, Spark is alright because it has a 30% chance of leaving the target paralyzed, right? But yeah, that's that. Rotom, on the other hand, is very much useful. Rotom is like a perfect unit for this team because it buffs special attack for everyone by 2 stat ranks, right? It also has Breathtaking, which further reduces sync move countdown of an allied sync pairs by 2 and raises accuracy and critical. So this one is pretty much busted, right? Apart from that, we have Thunder, which you can use. It never misses when it's rainy. However, since it's not going to be raining, there is going to be a chance that it's not going to hit the target. But yeah, 30% chance of leaving the target paralyzed on top of that. So that's pretty much useful, I guess, right? In terms of skill, we're not going to really fly over that. But he does have a 100% chance of raising the user's evasiveness by 1 stat rank. So it might be the case that the evasiveness of Rotom gets risen so high, depending on how long it stays on the field, that it may be hard to get even attacked by the opponent. But yeah, that's essentially the team up we're running. So let's jump into some gameplay in the Legendary Arena. We're going to be facing Tornado's challenge because he is the only one that is weak against electric type. All right, so there is. So let's get into this. First things first. By the way, we do not have the EX role unlocked for anyone here, right? So this is going to be a huge disadvantage at higher stages. But at these lower stages, we should be good to go, right? So we're going to start off here. Let's quickly go with a slow mode first. We're going to start off with the rough buff, special attack buff, and actually go with the electro drift here straight up. We're just gonna try and get Thundurus early. Now you want to actually paralyze him. That's actually one strategy you want to employ against him. So we're gonna try with Spark and Thundershock on the side to actually get him paralyzed, right? But we should be easily flying through this stage 1. We're gonna do stage 2 after that as well. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it without having the what's it called, the EX roll unlocked. So we're, as you can see, we're not doing too much damage right now. The electric terrain, let's see, is it still up? Yes, it's still up. Nice. All right, let's see if we're gonna be able to get him paralyzed somehow. We have the buff up now, and let's go here with another Thunder Shock on the side. So we're gonna do our sync move now. Let's see how this looks. I like the animations though for the Miraidon. Looks actually pretty cool. Didn't really do too much damage, but we're doing all right here. We're doing very good. Let's go with Spark and another Thunder Shock, another Electro Drift. Thundurus is flying right now. We still haven't been able to actually paralyze him. The electric terrain will go away in a second. Let's see how much damage we're taking. Yeah, we didn't take too much damage. That's all right. We're going to be healing our Rotom the next turn as well. Let's go with this. Let's go with the potion for Rotom. And let's actually drop another Thunder Shock in here. Now we're going to drop another electric terrain, which will allow us to actually, before we actually do the sync move again, we're going to drop in another electric terrain. All right, we're done. So we're able to actually use electric V-Drift again now since we activated the terrain again. So that's great. Let's go with Spark here. Yes, Thundurus is paralyzed now. So that's what you definitely want to go with. You could also throw in Leopard in there instead of Yamper to actually utilize the Thunder Wave effectively to instantly paralyze him. That would actually come in pretty handy. So we shouldn't be taking too much damage here whatsoever. Yeah, pretty easy. Nice. We're going to go with Breathtaking to reduce the sync move cooldown. Nice. One shot. So we're going to be at last stage. We should be easily finishing this, in all honesty. Let's quickly see. We're going to go with one potion here for our Miraidon. And go with another Thunder Shock. Let's try and get him paralyzed again. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him before he gets paralyzed. Since the paralyzation isn't really as guaranteed as I would like it to be, right? So somebody like Leopard wouldn't be a bad choice for this team. I mean, you're going to be losing out the bonus of having a full electric type team, right? But nevertheless, it's better than nothing, because that way, especially against this fight, you're going to be pretty much set to paralyze him guaranteed, right? So that's why I was actually suggesting the use of Leopard. So are we going to be able to get him paralyzed now? Still no paralyzation. We could actually utilize Thunder as well. The thing is with Thunder from what's it called, from Rotom, is actually not always gonna be hitting, so it's sometimes gonna be a hit and a miss. Okay, nice. He's paralyzed now. Perfect. Shouldn't take too much damage here as well. Perfect. We're good to go. Electric Drift again, and GG. Yo, the damage. We're gonna go to stage 2 now. That was pretty much busted. That was pretty broken. Right, so we're gonna try stage 2 now. The thing is here, there's also another choice you could be going with, which would be probably How and Raichu. Pretty much the same thing. Thunder Shock is just there to have a chance of paralyzing if you don't have Yamper. but it's just 10%. So yeah, I don't know about that, right? We're gonna stick with this team. You definitely always want to try and get him paralyzed as quick as possible. So yeah, this one here is just an hit and miss. We're gonna try it this time only with Thunder. Let's quickly see. Spark has also 30%. So I suggest we'll just get into this again and try again. Stage 2 should be set now. Let's see what this one can get us done this time. So again, you definitely want to have him paralyzed. Oh yeah, I was gonna set actually this, but we're gonna start with Electro V Drift here. Rough buff again. Here we wanna buff ourselves up. On the first stage, we're actually gonna do a lot of damage. Spark, Electro Drift, Thunder Shock. Yeah, he's gonna utilize a lot of times the Hurricane, which is just pretty annoying. Did we get him there? No, we didn't manage to get him paralyzed, unfortunately. Let's try and get another special attack boost in there. Electro Drift again. Spark. Yeah, Rotom is gonna get hit heavy. We need to paralyze him ASAP. Thunder Shock again. And let's do our sync move there. Is he paralyzed yet? No, he's still not paralyzed. Okay, Thunder Shock, nice. Let's go with Thunder here. Is that enough? Oh, almost. We almost did it. Spark probably does it now. No. We're gonna try and heal our yeah, we're done. Nice. Perfect. We did it there. Thunder. Then we're gonna do Electric Terrain again. We need the Electric Terrain up. We're probably going to save the second potion actually. Let's go with the Electric V Drift. Let's see if we can get him paralyzed this time. Paralyzed? No, unfortunately not. Spark up. Yes, we did it. He's paralyzed. Very nice. So again, the strategy here is, oh bro, that did damage. The damage of that was heavy. Yo, the damage was pretty much busted. Yeah, I see it's lagging kind of. Sorry about that. We should be able to get this done though without much problems anyways. Let's get the Electric Drift up again. This one here. This one should be enough to actually finish him off now. 1% left. Okay. Is the no? He used his sync move. Is that gonna? No, I thought it's gonna finish us. I thought it's gonna finish us off. It's not. Nice. We're done. We're done now. We're on the final stage, right? Perfect. Thunder. Then here again, we're gonna use our sync move and use the potion on our Rotom actually. We need to get him paralyzed again ASAP. That's pretty much important. Let's see if we can get him paralyzed. 49%. Good. Spark up again. Yo, this is gonna be tight. This is gonna be very tight. Are we gonna get this done? Yes, he's paralyzed. Very nice. That was the goal here, to actually get him paralyzed as quickly as possible. Spark. We're gonna use Breathtaking now to actually lessen our sync move countdown for Miraidon. We're gonna use Electric Terrain again. Grab another Spark here. Yo, he's gonna use his sync move now. I'm hoping Miraidon is actually gonna survive this. I'm actually hoping for it. So let's go with the sync move and let's see what kind of damage is he doing. Is he gonna finish us off? No, he's not, bro. I thought actually I'm gonna die there. I actually thought I'm gonna die. We're gonna do Thunder again. Is that gonna finish him off? Yeah, almost. We almost did it. Spark, very nice. Thunder again. Down to 11. He's almost done. He's almost done for. Come on. The final attack. 6. We need one more. We need one more hit. One more hit should be sufficient to get him done. As long as he doesn't use another sync move now, we're good. But we finished it. We've done it. Yes, we finished. Very nice. So, stage 2 cleared. with this team. Again, the strategy is to get him paralyzed as quick as possible. Right, and with that, I think we're gonna be concluding the video. So as you can see, Miraidon is pretty hard hitting, very hard hitting. Like the damage potential is very high, especially with the right buffs, with the right team, it would be even better. Again, this is a very suboptimal build because we're running Yamper, right? Yamper is not perfect for this team, but Rotom is good and Miraidon. So Rotom and Miraidon are definitely two that work always well together. You probably could throw something else in there instead of Yamper. I think I would even say the How and Raichu would even be a better pair. But Yamper is not bad because he produces a defense buff for the entire team, which is more or less useful in comparison to just another secondary attacking type Pokemon. But yeah, anyways, do drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this team and about Miraidon in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.